What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds. And today we're bringing you a walk around comparison video between two cars. And to my right I have the 2024 Q8 e-tron in the S-Line trim, and we're going to be comparing that over to the 2024 Q4 e-tron in the S-Line trim. Okay, now again, it's not going to be like our normal walk around reviews because we are literally comparing a full size SUV to a compact SUV. So if you're in the market and you are trying to compare things, for maybe you want to go a bigger SUV or maybe you want to go smaller, you just don't know exactly what, we are going to bring that to you guys in this video. But before we do, because it's not a sponsored video and we truly need and appreciate you guys' support, there are two buttons we'd like you guys to push. That is the like and the subscribe button. If you have also something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us and we could talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Nilo Audi here at Sacramento, California for providing us these beautiful Audis for this review. Keep watching and stay tuned because we are going to be dropping the MSRP stickers to each car so you get an idea of exactly what comes on the car and the price tag on top for the both. All right guys, let's go ahead and talk Audi Q4 and Audi Q8. So let's kick this comparison video off with talking some specs about both these cars. Now, we are looking at the 2024 Audi Q8 e-tron in a Quattro with the S-Line trim, and let's go ahead and talk about what we get under this hood. So we get a 114 kilowatt battery with dual motors, one to run the front and one to run the back. Also a 9.6 AC charger on board, along with 170 kilowatt DC capability fast charging on this Q8. Comes in a single speed transmission. MPG is 84 city and a 90 highway with an 87 combined. 296 miles to a full charge, and charge time to about 16-hour charge time. But if we come over to the 2024 Audi Q4 e-tron, now S-Line trim as well, under this hood, you will get a 82 kilowatt battery with dual motors. Again, one to run the front and one to run the back because it is the Quattro. 11 kilowatt AC onboard charger with 150 kilowatt DC fast charging capability. Also a single speed transmission. MPGe on this one is a whole lot more. 100 city, 89 highway, and a 95 combined. 242 miles to a full charge with a charge time of 9 hours, everybody. Okay, so I gave you guys the numbers with regards to the charging capabilities, the miles to a full charge, and all that good stuff, along with your batteries. Let's go ahead and shut these hoods. Now, again, you got the full-size SUV. This is a 5-seater along also with a 5-seater, but it is more compact. You are going to be looking at these kind of what you want to buy due to size, also with the MPG as mentioned. I'm bringing you also the look here in this video as well. So if we go ahead and take a look, now the Q4 e-tron does not have a front camera. Now I'm sure that does stay, that is exclusive to the trim level itself, but you do get the bumper sensors going across. You got it here, here, okay, and up there. You get the LED precision lighting on these Audi e-trons. Again, no grille because it is electric as well, right? The Audi emblem is flat surfaced and a matte kind of gray grille bottom here with a silver matte down here. Let's go ahead and give you a look here. Now, the Q8 e-tron in the S-Line trim does come with a camera. Of course, you're going to have more bells and whistles on the Q8 if we just compare trim levels, but we're not really focusing on trim levels in this video. Now, the new Q8 e-tron does have different Audi emblems. Literally looks like you've drawn on a piece of paper. It's not as 3D as the other one. Kind of different, I don't know how to explain it. But camera under that, you got the bumper sensors going on the middle level of that front end, sorry. Piano black trim, and you got the no matte, but everything is painted with the black gloss and that kind of glossy silver look. Now, if we go ahead and come over to the side of the cars, we're going to talk about dimensions. Now, starting off with the Q4 dimensions, In a length, we have 181 inches. Width is going to be 73 inches and 65 inches in height, okay? If we come over to the Q8 e-tron, starting with length, we're gonna have 193 inches, width is 76 inches, and a height of 66 inches. Literally, wanna mention that the width is literally 3 inches bigger on the Q8, and the height is literally 1 inch taller. So that's pretty interesting if you ask me. We're gonna show you guys what it kind of looks like from the back. You're literally probably adding about 1.5 inches to the width on each side. But the sides themselves, here on the Q4, you have an S-line letting you know that's the S-line trim, but on the Q8, you do not have that, okay? e-tron charging here on the driver's side. Now you also get that here. In comparison to the Q8 e-tron, the charging port is on the passenger rear end. So two different charging port locations. Side mirrors, integrated blinker lighting, but the Q4 has a very nice long blinker light with the dual color. And then the Q8 has just kind of a nice, sleek, smaller blinker light. Camera, you do have the 360 on the Q8 to where you don't have 360 camera here. No keyless fob entry on the Q4, keyless fob entry on the Q8. Again, more bells and whistles. Wanted to just kind of show you guys the doors and what they look like, shapes, trims, and sizes. All right. Moving forward. Now you kind of have an idea, the same idea of how the car itself does come wider here at the quarter panel as well with the body lines. But to be honest with you, if you ask me, the Q4 is a bit more sporty with the body line cuts. I don't know if they make it that way because it's just a smaller, more agile, quick and nimble car compared to the Q8 is more for the luxury of it, okay? Now, both are sportbacks. Wanted to mention that as well. So you get that sportier look on both of these cars. If you ask me, if you don't need the Q8, I'm a big the Q4 e-tron fan because of the new look and kind of that sportier, quick, nimble, aggressive look on the Q4. Spoiler here on the back of the bottom of that back window or glass, sorry. You have the Audi emblem in that original Audi stamp. And then got a camera right in the smack dead center of, on top of that license plate. Beautiful LED bar going across with the LED lighting, Q4 and the Quattro on the right. Matte black plastic trim with the matte silver and e-tron integrated into that bumper with your bumper sensors. Showing you here the Q8. Now you do not have a spoiler, but you kind of have a little trunk lip spoiler up here. You got the integrated brake lighting right over that rear glass. Now look at the new Audi emblems, completely different. They literally kind of look like they've been drawn and just kind of cut out. Q8, now the S-line just has that little red flag there, okay, to where the Q4 doesn't have that. Nice LED bar going across with the LED lighting. And again, there is nothing matte here. Everything is glossy and painted, added more to the luxury of the Q8. Now let's go ahead and open up these Sportback tailgates and talk some cargo, okay? Now, to my amazement, if you were to compare cargo, we are looking at the Q8 right now as we speak. You have 27 cubic feet of space with those seats up. And if we were to drop those seats down, you have 54 whopping cubic feet of space, okay? But if we come over to the Q4, you have 26 cubic feet of space with 54 cubic feet of space if we drop those back seats down. Now, literally, you're only getting 1 extra inch with those seats up on each. Now, why do I guess that? Is because you literally have a deeper floor in the Q4, okay? You don't have a spare tire on the Q4. I looked under the car, maybe I'm wrong, but if you guys know that it comes with the spare tire, leave in the comment section below and correct me. But again, you just have your light here on the right with some tie downs, okay? You don't even have a 12-volt outlet back here. But if we go ahead and head over to the Q8 itself, you get a 12-volt outlet plug-in back there on the passenger side. You got some mesh nets to put some personal belongings, tie downs, And you also get the spare tire in this full-size 5-seater SUV, okay? Now, let's go ahead and shut both of these tailgates. Now that we're done talking some specs and some exterior with cargo room, let's go ahead and jump to the interior. So we're now sitting in the 2024 Audi Q4 e-tron, and get a load of the class inside this car. And we're going to bring this car to you from a perspective of kind of locations and tech, what's coming inside the car, and the look itself, okay? Now, again, we can't compare exactly trim level to trim level because the Q8 is a more equipped car itself with regards to the bells and whistles. But okay, if we take the door panel, starting it off with that, you got to unlock lock button with your handle up here, the piano gloss trim. Now, it's pretty much more plasticky than the Q8 itself. The window control units, those side mirrors do come heated and electric controlled, okay? Your light button or your lighting system are pretty the same in the Q8 and the Q4. The touch sense, or you're gonna have to press on it and you get those side markers, turn the lights off. You got your adaptive cruise control, signal lighting system, and then on the right-hand side, your windshield wipers. Let's go ahead and turn on this car so you guys get an idea of what it looks like. So that driver cockpit cluster is full digital. On the left, it shows you kind of your boost, your charge, your power, regen stuff. And then on the right, you get your miles per hour gauge. You can go through the info card there in the center using the controls on your steering wheel, okay? You kind of have a quad spoke steering, I would say. I mean, if you don't say that this connects, your regen paddles here on the right and the left of the, right behind the steering wheel, okay? Now, the tech itself will continue as guests. We're going to show you guys. So you still have that same look on the tech for the interface of the Audi, right? Very nice and responsive. Go ahead and go to vehicle. You could go to Audi Drive Select. You could go through your modes, efficiency, comfort. Okay, go back to that. You're charging, letting you know you're 96% charged. All right, and go home for that. Now, again, moving forward to the tri-zone climate control in this car. This is what it kind of looks like. We could go to Eco, on, off for the AC. Low, you want to increase your vent, and then you have your heated seats here in the front, okay? Now, you kind of have a bridge-like center console with your toggle switch. Very nice and sleek. I am a fan of this toggle switch. And to be honest, other manufacturers are doing it as well. It just simplifies it, gives it a cleaner look. Your media control knob here as well, not just there, but here. And then your drive select button and the manual button, hazard and traction control, and then your start and stop button. Under this center console, you have some cubby room, USB-C plugins with the 12-volt outlet. Now, no wireless charging pad for your phone if anybody would like to know as well. You have more cubby room here. Cup holders here in the smack dead center. Your center console compartment. And then the seats themselves do come electric controlled on the driver, but not electric controlled on the passenger. So this is a manual controlled, all right? That's why we're not comparing trims because, again, can't really compare that. Now, a lockable glove compartment, so you can lock your belongings in there. And then your two vents, very nice and modern look there in the front. Up top, that full glass that goes over to the back. Touch sensitive on the tilt and slide sunroof option. Okay, wanted to show you guys that real quick. Now we're pretty much done with the look and the position and location and tech of the front here on the Q4. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the back. So now second row seating in the Q4 e-tron, okay? Let's go ahead and show you guys how these seats pop down and what they kind of look like, all right? You go ahead and drop that 60. Now you can make that a 40, 20, 40, or you can make it a 60 and a 40. Car seat compatibility, the armrest with the cup holders. All right. Now, let's go ahead and jump inside the car. For a space test, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches. Now, legroom is completely there. Due to the Sportback, my hair is literally skimming that top liner. Your reading lights are up here, and they are touch sensitive with your O snap handles. That glass does come over right about your lap area, okay? In front of us, we got the mesh pockets for personal belongings. You got a tri-zone climate control. You would control it there. And then your USB-C plugins with your 12-volt outlet. This car is simplified more compared to the Q8 as well, and we're gonna show you guys that right now. So now sitting inside the Audi Q8 e-tron 2024, and guys, it is completely different in here. Again, more luxurious, more comfortable, just bigger room. Remember that this car is 10 inches longer in length as mentioned, so you're getting a whole lot more room inside this full-size 5-seater SUV, okay? Now let's go ahead and turn the car on so you guys get an idea of what it looks like. You don't have just 2 screens, but 3 screens. Your whole climate control is a digital screen. But let's go ahead and show you guys, starting with the door. Right off the bat, you can see that red ambient lighting that just turned on. Let's go ahead and do that again. Nope, if it's gonna start. But no, you get ambient lighting. I don't know if you saw it in the video. Unlock lock button with your controls to your windows. Those side mirrors do come electric foldable and heated as well. You get some more cup holders and cubby room, button for your lift gate in the back, and then your memory seating down here. Your lighting switch is pretty much the same. Okay, and you're gonna have to press that to turn them on and off, and then your front weather lights. Steering wheel is, instead of a quad spoke, you get a tri-spoke steering. Again, you can mess with your mess with your info card there in the front, and then you have your regen paddles right behind that steering wheel with your knobs for your signal lighting on the left, controls to your windshield wipers, and your adaptive cruise control here on the bottom left. Full digital screen. Again, it does somehow have some resemblance over to the Q4. You got your regen or your tachometer there on the left for the charging and the boost and all that good stuff, and then your miles per hour gauge on the right. Moving forward, your tech, your interface on the Audi pretty much looks the same. You get an extra swiper page for the info screen, the infotainment center. And again, you go to vehicle. I'm going to show you guys that same thing. Audi Drive Select, Efficiency, Comfort, Auto Dynamic. We go back, and then we'll go to charging, and it shows you literally pretty much the same interface for the charging, okay? Let's go home, go back to the navigation screen, show you guys that as well. You could also go into your camera system. Let me go ahead and show you guys that. And you get different views and things of that sort. We could go into 3D mode, and you get bird's eye view. Under that screen, you have a full digital screen for your climate control. And again, this is why it's completely different. I get it, it's just a little bit more luxurious, but you get all that good stuff with heated and ventilated seats in the Q8. And then I'm gonna go ahead and slide that. We press that button and you can control the rear sync on and off, turn that off. Then right under that screen, you get your drive select in your manual buttons. So let's say you don't want to go in through the touch sensitive interface, you go through your manual buttons, traction control, hazards, and your defrosters. After that, cameras, sensors around the car, media knob there, and then your start and stop button with your lever to go in through reverse and then come back into drive, or you got your parking button right here on the left. Okay, so after that, we're continuing forward. Got your cup holders and the bigger, nicer cup holders. 12-volt outlet with your wireless charging pad for your phone. You got kind of these bridge-like center consoles, or I would say, I wouldn't even know, character or the design or whatnot. You got your USB-C ports here, and then a small little itty-bitty center console cubby. Both seats come electric controlled, heated and ventilated perforated leather. As mentioned, a door sill plate, or all around the car you get the S-Line door sill plates that the Q4 doesn't have for the S-Line. Lockable glove compartment. And up above the 2 front seats, we get that glass, same exact look coming in from the Q4 over to the Q8. is that tilt and slide sunroof option that goes over to about your lap area on those back seats, everybody. All right, so now we're pretty much done with the front side of the Q8. Let's go ahead and show you guys the back side. So now second row seating in the Q8. Now we get the same look coming over from the front to the back. These are a 40-20-40 seat setup. You could also make it a 40 and a 60%er, just like that. All right. You also could drop just the 20%er in the center. You'd have to drop this armrest and literally drop that. Maybe you got 4 people and you're heading up to the mountain and you want to throw some snowboards or skis through there. That's also an awesome option. Car seat compatibility. Close this. Now, legroom and head clearance is completely there on the Q8. My hair is still slightly skimming that top. Now, you get a little bit more room on the ceiling space compared to the Q4. In front of us, the mesh pockets for personal belongings, and in between those 2 front seats, you get the heated seats on the second row and also the quad zone climate control. So each person can control their climate here on the Q8. Under that, you get the USB-C plugins and a 12-volt outlet. You also get the illuminated door sill plates there in the back. And not to forget to mention the Bang & Olufsen premium sound system in the Q8 as well. Now, this exact car is a premium prestige, sorry, the premium plus package, to my mistake, the premium plus, so it's gonna be a higher trim level as well. All right, guys, now we're pretty much done with this comparison video, so hopefully this helped you guys out to get an idea of the size difference and the spec difference with the interior and all that good stuff. As promised, here's the MSRP sticker to the Q4 e-tron, so you guys get an idea of what comes on the car and the price tag on top. And then you guys can compare it to, here's the MSRP sticker to the Q8 e-tron, so you guys can compare what comes on it and the price tag on top. Hopefully we're a big help to you guys. We appreciate you guys watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Keep watching, stay tuned, because we have more cool things coming. God bless you.